Leos, born under the fire sign, radiate enthusiasm, energy, and optimism. They are known for their cheerful and joyful approach to life. As a fixed sign, Leos value stability, resist change, and prefer to maintain the status quo. Their determination and persistence often see them through to the end of any endeavor. This sign is typically associated with generosity, warmth, and sincerity. However, like everyone, there are certain things that can drive Leos up the wall. In this video, I will share phrases that you should avoid saying to Leos at all costs. Let's start with communication. You're not talking to me again. Leos require recognition as much as they need air to breathe. When they enter a room, they expect to be met with attention, not from vanity, but because their hearts yearn to be seen, appreciated, and admired. Being ignored or having their presence overlooked feels like the sun being eclipsed. It wounds their pride and can ignite a tempest behind their smiles. Don't confuse their silence with tranquility. Beneath the surface, Leos may be seething with anger. A forgotten birthday, a missed compliment, or applause directed at someone else can all feel like a personal rejection. They don't seek worship, but they do crave acknowledgement. Ignoring a Leo is a guaranteed way to dull their shine, and when their light dims, so too does their warmth. To keep a Leo's love glowing, look them in the eyes, offer genuine praise, and reassure them that they matter. Why does no one appreciate my efforts? Leos are generous with their love, but when it comes to recognition, they want their brilliance to be acknowledged, not overlooked. When their achievements are glossed over or, worse, attributed to someone else, it feels like a betrayal. Leos don't mind sharing their success, nor do they mind stepping back, especially when they've poured their heart and soul into something. When their moment of glory is stolen, their pride can shatter. They've worked hard, dazzled others, and led the way, only to see the applause go to someone else. This cuts deep. They may smile outwardly, but inside, they are simmering. It's not jealousy. It's a sense of injustice. Leos believe their efforts deserve recognition, and when they're denied their right to the lion's share, they may either withdraw or lash out. To avoid this, celebrate their shine. Share the spotlight, but don't overshadow them. Stop picking on me, especially in public. You can certainly give Leos feedback, but it's best done privately and with respect. Shaming them in public will only fuel the flames of their wrath. Their pride is vulnerable. Despite their outward strength, they feel every blow to their reputation as painfully as a burn on their skin. Criticism, even if well-intentioned, can wound deeply if delivered insensitively, especially in front of others. They strive to inspire, lead, and uplift, so being corrected or mocked publicly feels like a betrayal of their efforts. It's not just about being right. It's about respect. Public criticism leaves them feeling humiliated, and nothing irritates a Leo more than being belittled. While you may perceive them as defensive, they feel deeply ashamed. Tactfully handling their shortcomings will help retain their love. Shaming them will break their trust. Their pride is not merely fragile, it is sacred. Respect it, and you will never need to fear their fire. I expected more from you. Loyalty is the love language of a Leo. They do not accept half measures in devotion. Instead, they offer their love fiercely, fearlessly, and forever. However, betray that loyalty and shatter their trust, and you will witness a Leo transform into a raging fire. This isn't mere malice. It's grief masquerading as rage. When someone they trust betrays them, a Leo feels not just wounded but utterly broken. They will not go quietly. Loud confrontations are possible, or they may choose a silence colder than ice, as they refuse to tolerate disloyalty from anyone within their inner circle. Either way, the outcome is final. Lying, concealing, and betraying all feel like a deep betrayal. Once you lose a Leo's trust, restoring it becomes nearly impossible. They do not seek revenge. Instead, they demand the truth. When you betray a Leo, you lose not just a friend, but an entire kingdom. I do not deserve to be treated like this. Leos engage wholeheartedly in everything they do. When they love with all their hearts. When they dream big. Thus, if you mock their passion, ridicule their creativity, dismiss their goals, or belittle their talents, you strike at the very core of their identity. The result? A simmering rage hidden beneath a facade of pride. They may not express their displeasure immediately, but they will never forget. What others may laugh at, Leo considers their purpose in life. Their creativity is sacred, and their efforts are private. Therefore, even an innocent remark can feel like a slap in the face that targets their inner fire. Leos yearn to inspire and to be inspired. They want admiration, not belittlement. If you mock their light, they will only shine even brighter without you. They don't need constant praise, but they do require respect. Neglect what feeds their spirit, and you will ignite a storm of resentment that will be difficult to quell. It's not fair. Leo is the noble warrior of the zodiac, and nothing stirs their anger more quickly than injustice, especially when it is directed at those they love. They can take a deep breath when the world turns its back on them, but the moment they witness cruelty inflicted upon their loved ones, it's war. Their protective instincts flare up like a wildfire. A hurt friend, a sibling in pain, or a scorned partner, none of it matters. Their angry roar will be heard. Leos do not tolerate bullies, and they will stand in the fire for those they adore. They will argue, defend, and confront, sometimes with tears in their eyes, but always with steel in their souls. Their sense of justice is deeply personal. If you cross someone they care about, don't be surprised when they spring into action like a general. For Leo, loyalty isn't just an emotion, it's a call to action. And once they've entered the fray, the roar of justice cannot be silenced. It's not up to you. For Leo, freedom is as essential as air. Control is akin to a fire alarm, and being controlled is their worst nightmare. Fiercely self-reliant, they take pride in navigating life on their own terms. So when someone attempts to dictate how they should think, what they should say, or how they should act, it feels like placing a crown on a chain. Whether it's a partner who imposes decisions or a boss who questions their methods, Leo immediately senses they are being boxed in and insulted. They believe in discovering solutions for themselves, even if it means making mistakes along the way. They require space to move, act, and express themselves without unnecessary interference. The moment someone pulls too hard on the reins, Leo's instinct to break free kicks in. They rebel not to complicate life, but to protect their inner fire. Give them the freedom they crave, and they will forge a path you'll want to follow. Think you've forgotten who I am? Leos are natural-born leaders. They take on responsibility not for applause, but to inspire, protect, and support others. Thus, when someone openly challenges their leadership, questions their authority, or attempts to displace them without the respect they deserve, it strikes at the core of their pride. Leos invest their very souls into their roles as guides. They illuminate the path, empower those around them, and carry the emotional burdens of others. When their efforts go unacknowledged or are undermined, it feels like a betrayal of their purpose. It's not about selfishness, it's about honor. They seek to be trusted as individuals who can handle challenges, fix problems, and lead the way. If pressure is applied without respect, Leo will either distance themselves or resist. To successfully collaborate with Leo in leadership, You must respect their vision and offer to partner without overshadowing them. After all, they lead with their hearts. That's all for now. Thank you for watching, and let me know in the comments which phrases resonate with you the most.